Hello, my lovely. My name is Aakriti Kundu. I'm your friendly neighborhood goddess channel, high priestess, and feminine awakening coach. I am on a mission to bring the divine wisdom of the ancient goddesses and feminine mystics to the modern woman so that you too can release your trauma, bust through your BS beliefs, and attract a life of pleasure, ease, and abundance now. Are you ready to ascend? Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Aakriti and I'm your resident goddess channel, priestess, and human design reader. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what the goddess has taught me in the last 2 years that I've been communing with her, that I've been talking to her, that I've been working with her. And one of the first things that I remember feeling when I was called onto this path was, am I really worth it? Is this real? This is a mistake. There is no way that this is real, because who am I? Right? Who am I to be given this kind of a mission? Who am I to be doing this sort of work, which is just so important and is so needed today? I'm not worthy of this. There's been some mistake was probably the first thing that I thought. I was like, no, this doesn't seem right. But within the time that I've been working with the goddess, I think the most important thing that I have had to learn, or that I've been taught, is you are worthy. You, the person watching this, are so worthy of whatever you desire in life. You are so worthy of all of the blessings that are being sent your way, that you have received up till this point, and everything that's on its way to you. You are so worthy. There have been no mistakes. Who you are defines all of those wonderful things, not only the ones that are in your life right now, but also the ones that are on their way to you. So the things that you think about, the things that you fantasize about, all of those wonderful, awesome, pleasurable things that you're constantly motivating yourself with, that you're inspiring yourself with, you are worthy of all of that. Number two, that we as women, sorry fellas, but as women, we are truly meant to live lives of pleasure. As a woman, you are not meant to be living in squalor. You are not designed to be working super extra duper hard. You are not supposed to be proving your worth over and over again. As a woman, you're really meant to be thriving with ample rest, with lots of pleasure. And I don't just mean physical pleasure, but pleasure in the food that you eat, pleasure in the people that you meet, pleasure in the conversations that you have. All of those things are so important. That pleasure aspect is something that we have been taught in society to shut off. As a woman, even your biology is structured for pleasure. There are so many aspects of life that when we interact with, we have the opportunity to really strive for or derive pleasure from, whether that's the beauty of the rose that you see, or the loveliness of a fragrance that you wear. Everything about us is geared towards pleasure. So it's so important to recognize that we are not only worthy of having ease and pleasure, but we're also built for it, so that we can incorporate pleasure into our lives and really nourish ourselves with. The third thing that I will say I've learned is that there is an inherent spirituality in everything that we do, including the pleasure aspect that I was talking about earlier. For me, I've always felt like everything that happens for a reason, and I understand completely that I've been very privileged to even be able to have that thought, but I've always looked for what is the significance of this? What is the spiritual significance of this? What is the importance of this? Why is this happening? What is there for me to learn in this? Which is very different from spiritual bypassing or toxic positivity, which just like, just be happy no matter what's going on. I've really had to delve in the opposite direction, where when there was pain or when there was something that happened that I did not like, or that that was opposite to whatever I thought I wanted, there was more often than not, I would actually say always, but my memory isn't great, so if you like challenged me on it, I would probably not be able to come up with examples, but I've tried my best to find the spiritual reasoning, and even more so after having started working with the goddesses. I make it a point to look for what is the reason for this happening. Why is this happening? Not only why is this happening to me, but when I see things happening out in the world, I try to put myself in the other person's shoes and ask what could possibly be the lesson here. And this is not to say that when something bad is happening to someone else, you rock up with your spiritual advice and be like, I know the lesson, I know why this is happening to you, this is what you have to do. On the contrary, when I see something happening out in the world that I do not like, what I need for myself, the spiritual part of me at that point of time needs to explain to me, or rather the physical part of me needs to know what is the spiritual significance of this. And when I'm able to receive that information, when I'm able to see the bigger picture, it's then up to me, as I am, who I am, to start incorporating that lesson into my life. Even though it may seem like it's not related to me at all, my understanding has expanded to the point where it would appear that just by me witnessing that, it's important for me to apply the lesson to that. So, for example, if I see someone on the road being unkind to an animal, for example, I am not someone who is unkind to animals. However, it's up to me to understand, why is this happening? What is the spiritual significance of this? What is the reasoning? Why would a greater being or a supreme intelligence allow this to happen? And then whatever is the answer that comes through, and this answer changes from moment to moment, from person to person, from time to time. I may see the same event happen yesterday. I may have seen the same event happen yesterday and have received a different inkling or lesson from it, and then I may see it happen 2 days from now and receive something completely different. And what this kind of shows me is that each moment that I live, that I am communing with the goddess, each moment becomes an entry point into greater understanding, deeper awareness, greater ability to practically apply the spiritual teachings that are coming through. Not just these three things, there have been a ton of other things that have come through as I've been working with the goddesses for the last 2 years. Like I said, with each new client that I work with each new goddess that I go deeper with, there's just tons of things that I learn, and I do my best to practice as much of it as I possibly can. And I understand that there are sometimes contracts between me and the goddess, or with the client and the goddess, so I do my best to work within those confines whenever possible. But in general, knowing that I'm worthy, knowing that pleasure is an important part of being a human woman especially, and knowing that each opportunity, each spiritual lesson comes with its own opportunity for practice, has been so huge. And I was called to share this obviously today so that you too can gain from these 3 lessons. So if you resonated with any one of those lessons in particular, or even all 3 of them, please let me know in the comments. If there are other questions that you have about spirituality, about the goddesses, about working with them, drop them in the comments as well. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. I would be so grateful. And also, if you decided to share this with friends or family, I would love you for a long time. Long time. That's all I've got for you today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was educational. I hope this was actually no, I hope that this fucking rocked your world. and it has inspired you to deepen your own spiritual journey as well. As always, my name is Aakriti, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.